All of the examples that I'll be presenting to you throughout these live lessons videos were developed using Microsoft's free integrated development environment known as Visual Studio Community Edition. Now you can download the Visual Studio Community Edition from the visualstudio.com website. And before you do that, you will want to take a look at this other URL at the bottom of the slide, which talks about all of the system requirements for installing Visual Studio. And that's going to be important to make sure that Visual Studio can actually run on your particular hardware and your version of Windows as well. So let me go over to a web browser here. And as you can see, I've already pulled up the visualstudio.com website. When you're ready to do the download, you can either click the Download Community 2015 button here, or whatever the current version of Community is by the time you're watching these videos. And you can also always go to the Downloads tab and select Visual Studio Community from there as well. And I'll do that in just a moment. Now again, before you get to the point of downloading, you do want to take a look at the system requirements for Visual Studio. And at the moment, Visual Studio 2015 is the currently released version, and you can see that there's a link here for Visual Studio Community 2015 with Update 2. So if you click that link, you'll find all of the system requirements for Visual Studio Community on your particular setup. So you can see here that it will run on a variety of versions of Windows. There are various hardware requirements that you must meet as well. So if you have a very old computer, you may have some issues running the software. So please make sure that you take the time to read through the requirements here and make sure that you have an appropriate system for running Visual Studio. Now going back over to the visualstudio.com website, I'm going to click the Visual Studio Community link here, and that's going to download a small executable file that will help you install the software. And once that's done downloading, you'll want to go ahead and execute that file, at which point it will check online to see if there are any updates available. And if in fact there are any updates available, you'll see a screen similar to this one, in which you'll have to click the update button for the purpose of downloading those updates, getting your system ready to do the install, and then following through with the install. So all you need to do at this point is follow the instructions in this dialog to install the Visual Studio software, and that will take a relatively long amount of time because it is a large application. It provides support not only for developing in C# but also in various other Microsoft .NET programming languages and various other programming languages as well. So once you go ahead and complete the install, you'll be ready to work with these videos.